Well, welcome everyone to another Maximize Monday, and we are so excited today about our special guest. These calls take place every Monday night at 6 o'clock Pacific, and they are brought to you by your Xango leaders. Your Xango leaders have united for your success. Each week you'll hear from a different leader. We have our special guests, we have founders, we have product training, we have business training, and tonight we have a very special guest. Jed Buenaluz, I hope I said that right, is not only a Xango leader, but he's actually been in Xango just since the end of 2015. So a little bit over a year here, but yet 10 years in the industry. He's done some amazing things. I'm going to have him actually tell you his story himself, but also a millennial and a true millennial builder within Xango, traveling all over the world to bring the message of hope and opportunity to the masses. So today, Jed, I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions and let people get to know you a little bit. But first, can you tell us your story? What got you into network marketing, first of all, and then what got you into Xango?
Well, Collie, first and foremost, I want to thank you for having me on the call. And it is 3 a.m. right now where I'm at. I'm actually in Metz, France, and so if you hear any, tiredness from my voice, just know that I am going to do my best here today, this evening. But I actually have been involved in our profession just under 10 years, and I got involved at the early age of 19. I remember working 3 jobs and going to school full time, and I was in a point in my life where I was stuck and I was frustrated and I was scared about my future, and I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what I wanted, and fortunately enough, Collie, I got introduced to this industry, and it was by my cousin. My cousin that I lived with at the time invited me to come take a look at a meeting that I was not interested in. Matter of fact, his invitation was, Jed, we're going to a meeting tonight. Don't sign up, and I had no idea what that meant, but, that night changed my life, and that night was the decision where I said yes to my dreams, and I haven't looked back since. So that's kind of my introduction to the industry and the profession just under 10 years ago.
Now, Jed, obviously, when you first got started, you picked just the right company, just the right product, had just the right mentor, had immediate success, right? No? Can you tell us about your beginning years in this industry?
I wish that was the story. People look at, people look at the story and say, hey, you've been involved in Xango for, a little bit over 12 months. You went $200K in your first 30 days. I mean, I wish that was the story of the beginning of my business and in the industry. But, I have to tell you, my first 6 months, I made no check. My first 6 months, I was probably the only person. I don't know if this is even accurate, but in the company, when I first got involved in this industry, in 6 months, I did not get a single customer. I did not get a single yes. I did not get a single distributor. And after 6 months of trying to figure out how this whole thing worked, I finally asked my mom to become a customer, and her good heart said yes. And I would say about 30 days after that, I got my first check in the mail in our profession for just about $1.78. I could remember it like it was yesterday. That check came in the mail. It was $1.78, and I said to myself, I would love to frame this check, but I need to cash it. So, yeah, in my first couple years, they were all, what it is, my mentor shared with me in the beginning of my career, was the first couple years, it's all about growing your mindset. And, and when you grow your mind, and you grow as a person, everything that you want to achieve, everything that you write down, your goals, your dreams, things that you want to achieve, you start to attract them by the person you become. And so I learned early on in the beginning of my career, I knew I had to work on myself, and that's what I did. And so yeah, my first couple months, I had no success at all.
So tell me a lot of people quit, right? If they don't have success in their first 30, 60, 90 days. So what kept you going to that 6 month to get your first customer, and then how long for your first distributor, and how long for your first check of $100?
Well, I'll tell you, the word quit, I always tell people, if you've been involved in the industry longer than 2 years, you don't even, and you are no longer in the business, you don't even deserve to be called a quitter. I call those people non-starters. When
yes.
they come off for 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days, and they get on your, the WPP program, the Witness Protection Program, where they can't be found anywhere. They don't even deserve to be called quitters. I just call them non-starters. They didn't even start. They ordered their product, or they got excited about their dream, but they didn't do anything. So they're considered non-starters. You don't even deserve to be called a quitter until you've been involved in the industry over 2 years. So, it took a while, and I think one of the first check that was a little bit over $100. I think it was within maybe my 9th or 10th month in the industry. So it was about just under. It was between my 9th or 10th month. I made a little bit over $100. Now that wasn't residual income. That was $100 of getting somebody started, someone purchasing product. We only get paid based on consumption or someone ordering. Nothing happens until volume is moved and product is purchased. And so that was about my 9th or 10th month. I finally learned some skills. I finally realized what this was. I finally made a commitment, matter of fact, to attend an event, to attend a training. I invested in myself, because that was the best investment that a mentor of mine told me, that the best investment you could have, that you could do, is invest in yourself. So I did that, and I made a $100 bonus. It was what at the time they called it Fast Start bonus. We call it Power Starts, and I didn't only get excited. I said, this thing works. This thing is possible. This is an opportunity where if I just put my head down and I apply the principles and I apply the skills, and I apply myself, and I remain coachable, I remain teachable, magical things can happen. And I have to tell you, Carly, I think for anybody on this call listening in, it's just a matter of time. Anybody that's on this call, if you have a dream to have freedom, if you have a dream to be financially free, if you have the dream to make a difference in people's lives, or you have a dream to travel around the globe and have more options and choices in life, I mean, it is possible. It is possible in this profession, but more importantly, it's possible in Xango, and it's possible in Xango because of the leadership that's already in place and the trainings and the system that we have. Anybody that's listening on this call, I got to tell you, we have leaders that have made it, who've put incredible efforts in the last 14 years, who have paved the way, and all we have to do is follow in their footsteps and literally follow what they say. I remember my mentor sharing with me, hey, just say what I say, do what I do, and through time, if you commit to this, magical things can happen in your life. So if anybody on this call is listening in, I'd encourage you to stick it out, follow your mentors, follow what they say, mirror them, and really understand that it does take time, but in that process, you got to grow yourself, you got to grow your mind, you got to grow in every aspect of your life, and you will start to attract exactly what you want.
Absolutely. Jed, you are the same age as I was when I started in this industry 28 years ago. So I'm really dating myself here. But when I started, we didn't have things like social media. We didn't have the ability to meet people who had the right mindset, to the people to follow, the people to listen to. We had to wait till a leader came to town, which was kind of few and far between. Or I remember buying a $20 video cassette tape that the company had, but we didn't have tools out there to listen to leaders and to learn from them. And so it took a lot. It took me 5 years to really get to a place where I had developed the mindset and the belief, where I had met enough people and heard from enough people. I had gotten enough ahas that I absolutely knew without a doubt I could do it, because at first I wasn't sure, right? So obviously, today, this world that we live in today, I see you on Facebook. I see you traveling the world. I love the quotes that you give, and you're always giving such great inspiration, little video Facebook Lives and stuff. And we have the ability today to really plug into those mentors, right? Could you tell us a little bit about those tools that we have available that you use, that you share with your team to help give them, these new people on your team, to help them shorten that learning curve and develop their belief system as quickly as possible?
Well, Colin, you're exactly correct and perfectly on point on the fact that we have tools today that's available on the internet, that's available everywhere. I think when you, even just the personal development world, I mean, you can go to a bookstore today, you could go on Amazon, you could go on iTunes and really listen to the audios that you say that maybe weren't around 15, 20 years ago. But today, I think just by a click of a button, that being on your smartphone, you have access to all these incredible success leaders and leadership coaching and mindset coaching. And so, you know, for us, I always share with people, look, the main thing is this. This is an industry that the only way you make it is if you grow. You know, this is all according to your personal development. Your personal development is a reflection. Your paycheck is a reflection of your personal development. So some of the things I'd encourage people to go out and eat, whether if you have not read it or if your mentors or anybody on this call, maybe colleagues shared this with you, or your other mentors who are premiers and above have shared, and maybe you haven't taken the action or maybe you haven't applied yourself, I'd encourage you to really understand the philosophies of Jim Rohn. You know, the basic principles that I learned in the very beginning of my career was through Jim. You know, Jim taught, you know, for things to change, we have to change. You know, for things to get better, we got to get better. You know, Jim Rohn talks about the fact that, you know, people don't do what they say they do, or they quit, or they just don't show up. You know, people come out and, you know, start asking the questions, why don't they show up, or why do people quit, or why do people leave? And Jim talks about the simple philosophies of we don't sign up for that class. That class is not even available. Or you say the words of, isn't that interesting? I mean, Jim had the most incredible philosophies, the most incredible things. So I'd encourage you guys, if you haven't yet, listen to Jim Rohn. If you haven't yet, listen to Building Your Network Marketing Business. Next to that, I always encourage people to go get the book, Business of the 21st Century. So that's a book that really teaches you why network marketing, or what Joe Morton calls it, why human touch marketing, why this business, why this industry, why in today's 21st century, why are more people getting involved in a home-based business versus a traditional career or traditional job. Let's face it, folks, anybody on this call, you know for a fact that the jobs that we once had 20, 30 years ago are no longer here today. Machines are taking over, and outsourcing is at an all-time high all around the globe. And so knowing the fact of what industry we're in, but what's happening in today's century, today's 21st century, you have to know that. So a great book to pick up is Business of the 21st Century. And not only being living in today's world with social media and iPhone and smartphones, we have such an incredible platform to connect with people around the globe. 15 years ago, it wasn't like this. Today, you could communicate with anybody through Skype calls, Google calls, conference calls, Zoom calls. I mean, I'm on this call on this conference line that Coffee gave me, and I'm all the way in Metz, France. I mean, I don't even know where I'm at. I know I'm in the middle of somewhere here in France, but because of technology and the way you could communicate and connect with people, it is unbelievable. So for those who are on this call, I'd encourage you, to not only get on social media, but I believe social media is a great place to connect with people that you haven't seen or haven't spoken to, or it gives you the platform for people to connect with you, people to follow you. You're even able to even look people up in different cities and states or countries that you want to have a business in. I mean, I look at Xango, and we're open in 40-plus countries. That gives you the idea to go out and reach out to people in different zip codes or in different locations. I said it earlier today at our event here in Metz. I said, you know, you want to travel? What a great excuse to travel to 40-plus countries that Xango is already open in, and you get a chance to have it as a write-off. You get a chance to build people. You get a chance to build people up and give people the chance to do exactly what we're capable of doing, and that's to go out and live our dreams and goals. And so from social media to personal development, I mean, the sky is the limit. I think we have such an unbelievable way to build this business now, and the resources we have are incredible. So I hope that encourages anybody that's listening on this call right now that you can build something special and you can have access to anything you want because of the internet and where society is at today and where technology is at today.
Absolutely. And that just made me think of two more questions for you. So the first one is, we talk a lot about personal development, which is so important. And a lot of people get so focused in training that they're afraid to go talk to anyone until they think they know everything, which I don't even know everything. No one ever learns everything. So what do you say to people who are caught up in their professional meeting attenders, they're reading the books, they're doing all of that, learning, but not doing? Where do we get our paycheck? What do you say to those people?
Well, I say to those people, hey, look, first and foremost, I congratulate you for growing as a person and learning and really growing yourself. I mean, that's incredible, and that is the first step to achieving what you want. But it doesn't stop there. I had a training this past weekend in Amsterdam, and I told people that's a trap. It's one of the network marketing traps. Is one network marketing trap that everybody falls into, and I fall into this, Colleen, and I'm sure a lot of leaders have, is the personal development trap without action. It's a crazy trap where you think you're doing something, you think you're growing, you think you're on your way to success, but you're not having results. You're not producing volume. The truth of the matter is you can grow and you can read, you can listen to everything out there, but if you're not taking action, it's not going to happen. Look at for me, for example. I've had a gym membership now for a little bit over 10 years. A gym membership that I pay for every month, and I don't go in there. Now, I've read books. I watch YouTube videos of, how to lose 5 pounds, how to get in shape, how to even look good, wearing a T-shirt. But if I don't go pick up those weights and get on that treadmill, nothing happens. Just like nothing happens in our business if we don't go talk to people. Now, I believe that this business is such a business of relationships. We have a saying in our group. We turn strangers into friends and friends into family. And one thing that you want to be always doing is building relationships. And you know what? People know. Look, people know if you're going after them and just trying to make a buck off of them. The truth of the matter is, do you know what you have? Do you know that we have something special, especially with this new product coming out? Well, here in Europe it hasn't come out yet, but the product that just came out in America, the 2-Minute Miracle Job. Do you know what you have? Do you know that you're sitting on a gold mine? Do you know the value you have? Do you know that we have something special? Do you know that in the industry of our profession, we have something special? We know that we could give people hope, and we could give people a chance and a shot to do something special, a chance and a shot to do something incredible. I mean, how could you not go out and share this opportunity and share these products and share the ability to have freedom with people? And so nothing happens if we don't go out and talk to people. one of my best approaches, when I'm going out there, is I'm just going out and building friendships. I mean, that's what it is. Friendship before auto-ship is what we say. Because here's why. Anybody can get people involved. But guess what? If there is no trust, if there's no relationship, people come and go. So I'd encourage every single one of you not only to be in personal development, to go out there and talk to people, but build genuine relationships. And when you build genuine relationships, people will stick and stay. And when people stick and stay, they'll eventually get their pay, is a saying that we say. Stick and stay and you'll get your pay. So I hope that answered it, Collie. That's a trap in network marketing, guys. If you are doing personal development without action, that's a huge trap. Another trap in network marketing is the management trap. Thinking just because you have a group, thinking you've made it, thinking it's it. This is it. Now you have to go, mentor and advise and give people advice. I'll tell you what, Collie, myself, and any 500Ks or any premiers, we don't get paid to give advice. We get paid to build teams. I'm going to say that again. None of us get paid to give advice or to give trainings. We get paid to build teams. So I'd encourage you, if you are in the trap of personal development, no action, or you're in the trap of managing people, I'd say wake up. It's 2017 starts now. Actually, it started yesterday. And let's go out there and talk to more people, because people need hope, people are looking, and people need something like this, and we have it to offer to every single person in 40-plus countries around the globe.
Awesome, Jed. And that's made me think of something else. You just mentioned the 2-Minute Miracle, which we have in North America right now, and it will be spreading around the globe. But tell me your experience with this product as a lead product compared to other lead products that you have had before in your career.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've always known that the beauty industry, when it comes to our network marketing, in the network marketing industry in our profession, 9 out of the $10 billion a year network marketing companies are in the beauty industry. They're in skincare. And I've always known that, but I never had a chance to actually capitalize and take advantage of that, because I was never involved, or I never got a chance to have a product exactly like this, or what the 2-Minute Miracle Gel does. But here's a story I want to share with you. I got a chance to enroll such a great friend of mine. She's such an incredible person. Her name is Elisa Coe, and she has 3 beautiful kids. She's a single mom who has a full-time career, and within 8 weeks, she was able, just using and sharing the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, in 8 weeks, she was able to hit the rank of 20K. Now, I want to put a disclaimer for those who are on the call or listening in right now. There are no guarantees in rank. There are no guarantees in achieving success, but based on the fact of how much she got excited about the products, she saw instant results, and the wow factor of it only took 2 minutes for people to see what can happen, and she got involved literally almost 9 weeks ago, 9.5 weeks ago, and within 8 weeks she hit the rank of 20K and producing a little bit over 27,000 in volume in 8 weeks, and that was just based on organically growing, sharing the products, and the duplication process, Collie, is unbelievable. Why? Because you don't need to say much. You have 2 minutes. Do you have 2 minutes? Do you have 2 minutes? Do you have 2 minutes? I have something exciting I want to share with you. I don't know if it's for you or not, but do you have 2 minutes? 2 minutes. That's all you need. 2 minutes. And if people get wowed with the product, if not, they do get wowed. And like we say, it works 100% of the time on 100% of the people. And when they get wowed, they usually make a decision to say, I want one. I want one for my husband. I want one for my daughter. I want one for my family member. I want one for my mom, my dad, my sibling. And not only that, then they go, how can I do and share this with other people, and how can I gather other people for you to share this? So it's incredible. And by the way, I've never used skincare in my life. I don't even put soap on my face, Collie. It's usually shampoo coming down my face. And so when I saw this, I was blown away. And it's a little bit interesting as a male, as a guy, you know, skincare, and I'm like, well, that doesn't matter. Why? Because everybody has skin.
Yes, they do. Awesome. Jed, we only have a few more minutes here, and I need to show a couple of things to people to show them where they can get some of these resources, but hang on with me just a second because I'm going to ask you a final question I'd like you to close us up with. But I don't think you're even on the webinar to see the slides, but just want to show everybody where they can get plugged in and tuned into everything that's going on in Xango and where they can get the recording for tonight's workshop so that you can share it with others. And we share that at facebook.com/Xango United. That's the Xango United Facebook page where we only put the United calls, which Maximize Monday is there. All you have to do is look on the notes, click on notes, click on Maximize Monday, and there's all the recordings for all the calls that we do every single week. Also, facebook.com/Xango Juice. That's the corporate page. Make sure you like those pages and you're plugged in so that you see everything as it comes out that's posted. Other ways to stay plugged in. Xango has a YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Xango Juice. Make sure that you're subscribed to that channel and that you see what's there. And if you haven't looked at it lately, Shelly has a lot of amazing videos that she has done that are less than a minute long where she's just going through FAQs. And so lots of frequently asked questions. She's given the answers. So if you have somebody that asks you one of those questions, you can actually send a link to the YouTube video, let Shelly explain it to them. Of course, XangoEris.com. That's where we get all the resources. You go to XangoEris.com, you click on Resources, and on the Xango Eris 2-Minute Gel Resources, you'll notice that there is a home party guide that's been added to the resource page. It's the bottom link. There's also 2-Minute Miracle Gel videos, and so we use the experience video as an introduction to people. We use the product video at our home meetings to explain the product, and I use the demo video to teach distributors how to do a hand demonstration as well as a face demonstration so that they can successfully demo this product and make people say, wow. And that's what I'm going to get back to you in just a second, Jed. And then the home party guide will teach you how to do the home party. We want to have home parties. We want to have fun. We want to show, share, sell product, and then those people that are interested, then we are going to talk to them about the business and take them through the entire journey and lead them to all that Xango has to offer. Of course, we have our My Xango sites are up, myxango.com/your unique URL. If you don't know what it is, go to myxango.com and log in and go into your back office website settings, and you'll see, and you've got a shopping cart, and you can actually go in and you can put any item into your shopping cart, and then you can either check out or share. When you share that link with your prospective customers and business partners and they click on it, they can buy the product from you, sign up, you get credit. It's an amazing site. Our Paradise trip, we have 3 trips in 2017. We have our trip to Greece, we have the trip to Mauritius, and for North America, we are all focused on the trip to the Dominican Republic. However, you can pick a trip and go on any one of them if you want to. But very easy, find out from the person who's invited you to this call if you're new and you don't know how you can win a trip to Paradise, all expenses paid by Xango. Of course, our next event is in Las Vegas. It's the Xango Vista Leadership Summit, which you absolutely want to get to. We're going to have Shelley McGuire there. We're going to be doing more 2-Minute Miracle training, and there might be a special spa and salon training, I hear, that's being put together there. And, of course, that all leads to our Xango International Convention, our B convention that will be taking place the end of May at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Now, all of these events, your Xango leaders will be there. So I want to thank all of you for tuning in here. But before we let our special guest go, Jed, I'm going to let you close us up here for tonight. And what you said is what I based my entire career on. For 28 years, I learned if you can make a person say, wow, you can make money. So yes, we're going to make those claims and those, not everyone's going to make money. That's true because not everybody can make somebody say, wow. And not everybody is taking the action. But if you take the action and if you can get someone to say, wow, and that's what I noticed about the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. You learn how to demonstrate it right. You do this. It works 100% of the time, 100% of people, and people will say, wow, which leads to customers, which leads to distributors, which leads to the life that you have imagined. So, Jed, I'd really love for you to close this up tonight. Talk about that. Talk about the importance of getting to the events. Talk about the importance of following a dream and your commitment, not getting sidetracked by all the junk and the noise out there. But close us up for the day with the most important message you think that you can share with us today.
Well, absolutely, Collie. You know, it really comes down to the duplication process. And you hit it right on the head. I mean, the fact of the matter is, network marketing in our profession, it's very rare that you have a wow product. What happens is this: with how incredible our product is, a 2-minute miracle gel, it's such a wow product that duplication happens at its finest. How does duplication happen? Number one, you got to have a product that really when people see it and they experience it, it's incredible. I had a mentor that shared with me, Jed, if you have to explain it longer than 15 minutes, it's probably not something you should do. And one of the great things about the 2-minute miracle gel, you don't have to explain it. You just have to share it and show it in front of them when the dead skin comes off. It's incredible. So number one, you got to have that wow product to have duplication. And number two, you want people to say, I can do this. See, it's not about how great Collie is. It's not about how great Sharon is. It's not about how great Patricia de Guzman is. It doesn't matter what works. The truth is, the only thing that matters is what duplicates. And when people really see how powerful the product of the 2-minute miracle gel and what it does, people coming out of that event that you're doing, that spa party that you're doing, or even that one-on-one that you're doing, people can literally say, I can do this. I can do this. I don't have to explain it. I don't have to go out there and become a salesy, person in front of the room that gets people on their feet. This is something I can do. And you know what, Collie? That's been happening in our organization. That's been happening from the East Coast to the West Coast. And now it's happening right now here in Europe, and it is spreading like wildfire. So I'd encourage every single one of you right now to just go out there and really share the 2-minute miracle product to as many people as you know, because the truth is it does work, and it works 100% of the time on 100% of the people. Last but not least, I'd encourage every single one of you to lock in the dates for the Leadership Vista weekend in Las Vegas. One thing I learned years ago, that the fastest way to big income is to get a lot of people to the major functions. And this upcoming Leadership Vista weekend, it's really designed for every single person on this call, and it's designed for everyone that you know, new leaders and existing leaders and the leaders of the future. It's designed for them to be equipped. It's designed for them to really get the knowledge and information to go out and build their business around the globe. And what happens at events, Collie, is people make decisions. People make decisions, and people have breakthroughs. That's where they see social proof that this works. That's where they see social proof that this is possible, that their dream is possible, that their dreams can become a reality. And so I'd encourage every single one of you to take time out of your schedule in January to come out to the Vista Leadership Weekend, because it's something that you definitely don't want to miss. It's something that you want all your people to go to. See, for a leader, the question isn't, are you going? The question is, how many people are you bringing? And so that event is going to be the launch pad of an incredible 2017. And right now, matter of fact, 2017 starts today. And so if you are on this call, if you are listening in, I want to challenge you, a call to action that 2017 starts today. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't wait next week. Don't wait till the holidays are over. Start now. Let's go out there and start talking to more people. Let's go out there and have more events. Let's pack our calendars. Let's overbook our calendars, because the truth is, if we go out there and plant, and we plant the seeds now, we will harvest in 90 days. We will have more volume, more leaders, more momentum going into 2017. And I promise you this, when you have momentum going into 2017, when you end the year with momentum, you're going to begin the year with momentum. And 2017 is something that's going to happen, whether we like it or not. The question is, will you have momentum going into Vista Leadership Weekend? So start now, overplan, get with your team, get with your upline, get with your mentors, and strategize a game plan to get everybody to the Vista Leadership Weekend, because it's going to create a massive buzz for everybody around the globe, especially in your business. So with that, Holly, thank you for allowing me to be on. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for setting the way, just paving the way and leading by example as a 500K. We appreciate you. We love you. And Xango Nation, thank you so much for allowing me to be on this call, and looking forward to hearing everyone's success, and looking forward to seeing you guys at the Vista Leadership Weekend. God bless you guys, and talk to you soon.
Jed, thank you so much. And before you drop off, I just wish you were in the webinar room so you could see how many people are thanking you for your presentation and saying how incredible it is and how much you've touched their lives. And so I'm just going to do something we don't normally do. Everybody, I'm going to unmute the line for a second, and I'm going to let everyone say thank you, Jed, so he can hear your enthusiasm, and then we'll close up the call and see you next week. Here we go.
You are now unmuted.
All right, everybody.
Thank you, Jed.
Thank you,
Jed.
Thank you, Jed.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Jed. Thank you, Jed.
Thank you, Jed.